morning. Today is Thursday, February 24th, 2022. On my way into the day job, and we have seen war break out between Russia and Ukraine. And that happened really early in the morning, somewhere between 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning, Ukrainian time. And the world right now is in chaos. Let me turn down the air here. The world right now is in chaos. We're probably going to hear the president speak sometime today. More than likely it'll be a very weak message. And we're just kind of sitting back and pretty much giving up Ukraine. So, which is unfortunate because, I personally love freedom and put my life on the line by joining the Air Force. And when you're willing to put your life on the line to protect the freedoms, and once you've had those freedoms, you never want to go back. You don't want to go back into tyranny. You don't want somebody to control your life, and I definitely don't want anybody to control my life. And so I feel for the people in Ukraine, and I hope that everything works out well. I hope that they have the ability to survive, but I think that it's doubtful. I think that Russia is going to win this one. So next question is, what is China going to do with Thailand? Are they going to try and take over Thailand, and is this going to embolden Iran? And so there's many pieces moving in this chess game right now, and all we have the ability to do is sit back and watch. I don't believe that the president is going to put boots on the ground, which is probably a good thing. Although, on the other hand, do you help out your brethren? Do you help out those that want their freedom as well? So I personally don't have a problem going to Ukraine and helping them, fight and bringing in resources in order to push back Putin. The problem is, will this escalate into nuclear warfare, and will it ultimately mean, fighting here in the United States? So many pieces moving right now. Markets are tumbling. Pre-market, they were down over 850 points, which we had predicted last week, that with the double head and shoulders and the timing and the support level at 34,000 being broke. The last 2 days it's been down over 400 points, and today it's going to plummet even further. Which just means for us as investors, it means that everything's on sale if you have money, set aside, although we're not in that position. So unfortunately, we're going to miss this wave. I don't have any regrets, for that. I'm still staying focused on learning, how to do all this stuff properly, and it's probably a good thing to learn, actually, when the market is settled down and is reacting the way it normally does versus this irrational exuberance and highly volatile time that we're experiencing right now. So we did make a lot of progress inside of Once Invested, bringing over more stuff from the OneNote notes and bringing them into the Word document, and then we did a bunch of printing as well. Last night, because it was raining last night, I did not do any secondary income, and it was one job for the primary source of income after hours, which helped to keep us on track. But and yesterday, I apologize, the video got knocked off at the end because a text message had come in, and that knocks off the video, when you're doing the recording. And so that was ended abruptly, and I apologize for that. I don't even remember what my train of thought was. Yesterday I did pull some weeds when I got home after getting home and putting away the garbage cans and whatnot. And our next door neighbor came over and talked, and we talked about the fence that he built. Since the Dodge Grand Caravan isn't there, there was an old wooden fence that was his. He put up a cinder block wall, and he had mentioned that his dog got out, which I believe is the dog that we found, and that Tracy actually found. And I've taken a back position on that. It was like she brought the dog in. She should try and find out who this dog belonged to. She took it to a vet. The vet said that the dog was not being treated properly, and the vet said that they would not disclose who the owner was because of that, and therefore we've been taking care of and nurturing this dog back to health, which is very healthy right now. But it appears that the dog belongs to the next door neighbor. My personal belief is it's not his dog. It may have been a dog that he bought for a girlfriend, and he had the dog with him, and the dog, got away under his care. So he's asked for a couple of days to think this through. I'm hoping and praying that he says to go ahead and keep the dog. I'm guessing that if it was for a girlfriend, this is pure speculation. He's not with that girlfriend anymore, and he doesn't want to drum up any of the old emotions and feelings with that individual. It may have been the cause as to why they're not together anymore. Again, pure speculation. There's probably, again, a lot of moving parts to this, and you can just see when you're talking to him all the stuff that was going on inside of his head. He said that he spent over $5,000 to get the dog and train the dog, and that's just another piece in all this. I don't know if he's going to ask us to pay him, which I would gladly do, but I don't know. I can't do it in a lump sum. It would have to be something bit by bit, in a payment type of a thing, and don't know that $5,000 is worth the price. So we will see where that goes. We'll see if he just doesn't do anything, or if he gets back to us in a couple of days and either says he wants the dog back or we can have the dog. So I know he's also thinking, the emotions and the attachment, with Aaron and with Tracy and the family and the other animals and whatnot. And the dog seems happy, and the dog, came to me running outside, when I called it. So you could see that it's not like the dog was neglected at all, with us. So I did manage to have a discussion with Aaron as to, how people need to do the right thing. It turns out that, Tracy is probably very upset with me, and Nana is very upset with me. I had a discussion with Nana, and it's just kind of like, legally we don't have a leg to stand on. And unfortunately, emotion does not trump legality. And if he said, if we say we're not going to give up the dog, and he decides that he's going to call the police are going to say, show proof of ownership. And he has that ability to show proof of ownership. And if he's not the one that paid for it, if it's somebody else that he is in ties with, a co-worker, girlfriend, etc., they would show proof of ownership and would ultimately lose the dog. So, yes, we can make a claim to the police that the dog was not treated properly, but immediately they're going to give the dog back, and our only recourse, because the dog is healthy right now, is to go back to the vet and get a statement from them. But ultimately, we don't have a leg to stand on. And people can get upset with me because I did not lie. I did not keep my mouth shut. But that's not who I am. I believe that everything happens for a reason. We did get to experience the joy, the time spent with the dog, the memories, the laughter, the sadness, but ultimately it's out of our hands. So I can only hope and pray that we still get the dog, but it's out of my control. And I believe in a higher power. I believe that what should happen will happen, and we'll go from there. So, all right. Well, I'm almost to work, so I'm going to let you go. I hope that you're prepared, and I know that the economy is going to go in a tailspin. Gas prices aren't going to skyrocket. Things are going to stop being on the shelf. Businesses are going to close. I don't mean to be a naysayer, but again, this is just the reality and the price, of war, and how everything has cause and effect in this global economy. And if we can't get products and resources, manufacturers have a difficult time creating their products, and if prices go up because it costs more to get things onto our shelf or to our door, that's something that we need to brace for. Luckily, we have DoorDash. That just means our mindset when things are slow, and if we have to do little $2 and $3 jobs in order to just keep moving to make more money, it just means that the more money that we make, it's going to cost us more as we're driving down the road and the prices go up. Luckily, it's gradual increments, and we'll see if the secondary source of income and the primary source of income raises their rates, because as a result you may end up losing customers along the lines as well. So those are my final thoughts, but I hope that you're prepared financially, that you've got a good position in your job, and that you just suck it up, and if you're unhappy, that you do not make any rash choices without having a plan B to go back into. So my hope and prayer is that each one of you remains safe and have plan Bs in place, and that you will tap into each other's resources and support where needed. Again, I'm here if you need me, but you have to get past your frustration and anger with me in order to tap into any of the resources that I have. So, all right, I'm going to let you go. I'm at work,